Hi and welcome to my Olaat account. On this hardcore Iron Man, I must train all stats one level at a time. The first big goal is, as with every account that I make, to get max available quest points. This is my journey to Questscape. Hi and welcome to level 63. I'm currently here in the cooking guild looking to buy some garden pies, which will provide me a temporary +3 boost to farming, allowing me access into the medium tier of the farming guild as well as medium farming contracts. I know that I could have bought them at level 62, but I kinda forgot. And then the second thing I can boost for is access into the magic guild. In here I finally have some easier access to be able to buy law and nature runes. And in the second shop I can buy some mystic because I've been not using any magic armor. But I'm not gonna be doing any more magical training via like Fire Strike and Fire Bolt anymore because that provides hit point experience. But I do wanna own a mystic top and bottom because those are requirements for clue scrolls I think, as well as for the up and coming quest boss fights. Not for the next one though, because that is the Haunted Mine quest. If your stats are above 60, then melee should be better than using magic. LOL! Alright, that was easier than expected. On my quick guide, I think I did the quest like a bit at a way too low level. So I used magic in that guide, which, well, most people when they complete this quest, I hope that they do it in like at least base 60 melee stats, and that makes it, in my opinion, much easier than using magic. Right, let's use a chisel on the outcrop to get 22,000 strength experience, which will also save me 7,300 hit points experience. That is another step closer to equalizing my hit points. Right, that was the Haunted Mine quest, which was also the only quest that I will be doing in this skilling round. Not really too many quests that I've been doing recently. Also next skilling round, spoiler, I will not be completing any more quests. Right, since I have completed the quest, let's get base 64. I kind of forgot about these. I got these from level 75 to 81 combat. Let's open these before... Oh, first let's get a task. Yeah, those are pretty good. Definitely pretty good for a free 90 points. Now, I've never actually opened any brimstone. I've actually never really opened any brimstone chests. But I saw that they provide a lot of alcohols, so that would be pretty nice to be honest. So as for the loot, steel bar. Wait, these are all my cannonballs for smithing. Wow, alcohols. Not really sure what I can do with runite. This is pretty useless in my opinion. 25.5 experience times 835 steel bars, 21k. That should not be enough. Dude, I just got half a smithing level in cannonballs just from getting 2 steel bar drops. That's pretty cool. Right, first those 17 zigamites, therefore I will still need to buy those, the insect repellent stuff. Dude, oh my god, this wizard hits way too often. Alright, hopefully this hard casket would be worth it. I didn't have to go to the wilderness for it, but that holy shit, that wizard is more scary than the wilderness, I think. When I was looking for like junk to delete out of my bank, I came to realize that I still have some eclectic implinks to open. So I've calculated 1 in 25, I should be getting 6 medium clue caskets. So let's get started. Dude, no way! 124, no, 114. And I didn't get any clue scroll. The only thing I have in my bag is like a 2-step elite clue scroll, which requires a rune crossbow. But I will be getting that at base 69. 114 eclectics, 0 clues. Alright, I was expecting 5. Apparently not. Let's delete these. 64 crafting. And there it is, the very first hunter level completely done solely with birdhouses. I have looked into doing birdhouses for my hunter experience quite a long time ago, but back then I didn't have any more woodcutting experience to spare or like to spend on an extra skill. I did my calculations once again, but then for level 64 to 65, and these are the rough numbers or the rough estimates that I came up with. So, from level 64 to 65, I have 38,400 woodcutting experience that I can spend on anything that I like. For me, it is quite important that I get my prayer experience at pest control, because that way I can avoid getting any hit point experience. But the downside, however, is that I will need to chop down a lot of regular trees to be able to fix the barricades there. So that is why I will need to subtract 7,500 woodcutting experience for prayer. For fire making, currently I will need to spend approximately 3 games to get 1 fire making level, but once I just quit at 750 points, then I will need to spend approximately 570 to like 600 woodcutting experience there, which is pretty neglectable to be honest. Hunter is a little bit simpler. I get 1000 hunter experience for every yew log that I will need to cut, and cutting 1 yew log is 175 woodcutting experience. So simply do the rule of 3 and that will be 6720 hunter experience. Construction is also fairly simple. I will need to get 38,400 construction experience divided by 60 experience for each oak plank, which requires me to get 640 oak logs. 640 oak logs times 37.5, that is 24,000 woodcutting experience, which is about 62 to 63% of all of my woodcutting experience. So if I combine all of my woodcutting costs minus the 38,400 of the woodcutting experience that I actually have, then I will have actually a woodcutting debt of 1500 XP. But since I've decided to put all of my experience that I get from tiers of Gothics on construction, and 1 tier equals 60 experience in any skill, and 60 construction experience equals 1 oak plank. So if I get approximately 120 tiers for each game, that will save me 4500 woodcutting experience. So if I add my tiers of Gothic experience to my calculations, that will mean that I have approximately 3000 woodcutting experience left over if I do this from level 64 to 65. Right, enough mathematics for now. Alright, that should be the final game. This is then 64 base, sadly still 66 hit points, but that will be changed. I think I should have equalized this by level 69. Be sure to get 100 points to get the 10% bonus. And then barely over 300. There we go, 64 base. Once again, in this skilling round, nothing much has changed or nothing really special happened, but in the next skilling round there will be one special thing. Everything will be the same again, except for one new thing that I will be doing. There is also a reason why I have like 5000 experience of 65 Slayer, while all my combat stats are like barely level 64. So, let's immediately get started. Well, hello there, base 65 melee stats besides defense. Let's get another melee upgrade. Finally have access to this place. Let's hopefully get that dragon defender. I'm gonna try to cheat this a little bit by going in and out of the room every like 50 seconds, because every minute your amount of tokens get reduced. If that doesn't work, then I will need to hope for a lot of great RNG. If I just do this every single kill, that should be fine, right? Oh, what the fuck? You need a little 100? Oh, that kinda sucks. Oh no, they negated it! You now automatically get reduced 10 tokens every time you open the door or enter the room. That kinda negates the point. Alright then, good luck me. I decided to go with 1000 tokens, which is about 1/3 of my defense XP. So, good luck me. By the way, what you might not know is that the Cyclopses here in the Warriors Guild, here at the top floor as well as in the basement, they're all immune to ranged and magic attacks, so I can't really use a cannon in here to negate some hit points XP, or to avoid getting some hit points XP. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, yes, finally, my first one! The amount of tokens that it requires is not the problem here. It's the amount of defense experience. Look, I am almost 66 defense. Yeah, this is not looking too good. This is not looking too good at all. Yay, 65 defense! Loot from 64 to 65 defense equals to exactly 1 bronze offender, because I am not very lucky here. Right, one more kill. And then I'm out of here. I'm gonna try to get the Dragon Defender before base 70s. But next skilling round to base 65 to 66 and 66 to 67, I'm gonna be doing some armor and weapon upgrades. So that is definitely gonna be helpful to speed things up. So I will need to use less tokens. But it seems that the tokens aren't really the problem. It's my RNG, to be honest, at this place. Right, that is then 65 combat done. Magic doesn't really count as combat anymore since I'm gonna be alking from 60 to 99. And prayer is just some pest control while I am doing my alking. So, let's do another skilling run and let's get everything to 65. Alright, it's about time to stop being cheap and finally pay to revive this dead mushroom and fairing. Alright. Now since I have access to this, now also next skilling round from level 65, I get more prayer experience for every point that I get at pest control. So since I'm able to buy my nature runes and soul runes quite easily in the wizard guild, let's get rid of all the unsold heads that I have stacked up from level 1 to 65. Despite having 65 prayer, ooh, druidic stuff. No, never gonna get that stuff, but yeah. Now despite already having 65 prayer, I still have to go back to pest control because I still have like 1,000 gold bracelets that I still need to elk, and I also need to get my fletching, which is perfect to do during pest control games. Right, these were all the heads up until the giant ones, which requires 37 magic. So the heads that I still have are 46 magic, 52, 57 and 62, but I don't really have too many of them. And I'm gonna save them up for whenever the final level until pest control will provide me with more prayer experience for each point, which should be at around level 69, I think. Let's go to pest control and do some alchemy as well as doing some more arrows. And there we go, the final game for another 400 points. Oh wait, wrong account. Yeah, 400 points, and that will get me from 65 to 66 prayer. But first, as you can see, I am not base 65 at the moment, so 2, and then the final one for 65 magic as well as 65 base. Ooh, so very close to the next skilling worlds. And due to the coronavirus, there are so many boats, even though it is just Thursday at the moment. There are so many boats running like it's not even normal. Alright, that is base 65. Let's get to base 66, where I will be completing 3 more quests, whereof at least one of which, the Taibo Panatria quest, I'm gonna be making an Iron Man guide out of it. So let's first do that. And that will conclude this episode of Olaat. Subscribe, rate and comment. Okay, thanks, bye.
Station それと少ない